Okay guys, let's talk sleep. So a lot of people who come through my door have not enough sleep. They don't sleep enough, okay? I get 5 hours and I'm like, that's horrendous. Granted, sometimes for me I'm getting 6, but usually I get about 7. Weekends I try and get about 8. So what are the problems if we don't get enough sleep? One, can lower your sex drive, okay? Because it can lower things like testosterone, so your sex drive can be lowered, which isn't that great. We know obviously a lowering of sex drive and potentially lowering of things like testosterone can then cause a rise of estrogen, which could potentially cause fat gain, okay? So one, that's not good. Two, it can cause a risk for, or higher risk for diabetes, because when you're sleep deprived, your body is not able to release insulin as well, so your blood sugar levels can stay higher, which obviously isn't good, and which is the sort of thing that can lead to diabetes. Okay, type 2 diabetes, by the way. Another one, heart disease. So lack of sleep can raise blood pressure, and also other inflammatory products in the body, which obviously can lead to things like heart disease. Okay, so that's another one why we need to make sure that we're getting enough sleep. Also, recovery is going to be hindered, so you're going to recover the most during your sleep. Let's put it that way. You know, your body is going to release the most amount of recovery aiding support during those hours that you sleep at night, okay? And that's why people who sleep a lot recover well, repair well, grow well. You look at a lot of athletes, some of them are sleeping during the day because they're getting these little naps in around their normal sleep as well, their normal nighttime bedtime sleep, to aid with recovery, to aid with performance, to aid with everything that goes into their lifestyle. So again, a lot of you guys who follow me on athletes, we want to just lose fat and things like that. But that's again where lack of sleep can cause weight gain because of the issues with the insulin side of things, okay, because of the issues with inflammation, like we spoke about earlier. For heart disease, inflammation can also be a massive cause of weight gain. But also when you're sleep deprived, the body doesn't do as good a job of telling the brain that you're full. So because what can happen is you're lacking on sleep, you need to get energy from somewhere, so the body says to you, eat more food. So you go and eat more. Eating more will cause weight gain, okay? So that's why a lack of sleep can actually cause weight gain as well. So we've got heart disease, weight gain, diabetes, low libido, low sex drive. So these are all things that are not good, and having these things heightened are called stressors. If the body's stressed by all these sorts of things and we're not getting enough sleep, that is why you might not be able to also lose fat or lose weight or whatever you want to call it. Now, what can we do? One of the things that massively affects people nowadays and affects people's sleep is light. And I don't mean like light out here, this natural light, my lovely wall outside my office. What I mean is artificial light, so lights, bulbs, but the main ones for a lot of people nowadays, just stop that shaking, are actually things like iPads, TVs, phones, consoles, whatever, mobile phones, okay? A lot of them nowadays have blue light reducers. I think they call them like orange light, but the problem with blue light is blue light will stop the body at night converting serotonin to melatonin. So melatonin is pretty much our sleep hormone, that basically when the serotonin at night converts over into melatonin, that's why we sleep really, really well. But the problem is when you go and have artificial light in your eyes, it can block this, but also it can light up the cortex in the brain and basically makes it like it's had a cup of coffee, so it switches on, which is why a lot of people can't get to sleep at night, because they're looking at their phones and their iPads and stuff. Even when they go to bed, you know, they're reading things on their iPad and whatnot before they go to bed, and I'm like, yeah, you're not going to sleep very well. And even if you do get to sleep, you might not get a decent quality of sleep because your brain's still switched on, so you might still wake up feeling really tired and go, I still had 7 hours last night, but I feel knackered. That could be the reason. So things you can do: one, get an orange light thing on your phone. I think there might be apps. Some people even get glasses which have like an orange lens in to help convert to orange light. Two, try and switch off from TVs and things about an hour before bed. Maybe do some food prep, maybe do some stretching, maybe read a book. So not something so in depth and so intense, but a little bit of reading will help. 3, try and sleep in a room that's quite cool. So a lot of people, or a lot of studies have been shown now that sleeping in a room that's hot isn't the best, because you can get a bit fidgety and whatnot. I know when I go on holiday, if I go to a hot country, I really struggle to sleep. Another one would be sleep in a bat cave. So try to have no light. So try to get some blackout blinds. If you really struggle, get like a face mask or something to cover your eyes, so it's literally just pure black, so you've got no lights, especially if you live somewhere where you've got street lights outside that kind of come through your curtains and you can see everything in your bedroom still. That's not the best environment to sleep in. So those are the sort of things I would say. So try and sleep in a bat cave. Try and sleep at quite a cool temperature. Try and avoid the blue light, so try and have orange light things, or try and just come away from them about an hour before bed and do other things, like I said, like the reading and the stretching. Also try and have some carbohydrates at night, because that will help to raise the serotonin levels, to help convert to melatonin, to aid with a deeper sleep. So these are things why we should be getting enough sleep, and if you're not, the things that can happen and the problems we can have, but also how you can improve the quality of your sleep. If you've got any questions, as always, hit me up. And obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, follow my Facebook and follow my Instagram. But if you're watching it on any of those other 2 pages, then sweet, peace out.